Back with more hits on Emo Intel. This is real. Stay tuned. Let's go. So it's video time. All right, so we're gonna be going in for a minute now. I've been doing shorts. I got about 116, 120 something shorts. I felt like I made enough topics on shorts. Tired of doing them really because they're only a minute long. So I haven't headed this title, and this is my first video, so I'm just gonna kind of pick up on where I left off or where I began on my shorts to give a little more on each one. I don't have nothing on me. I'm not reading off no paper or nothing. I'm just about to go off the top because I got it like that. All right. So my first videos, I think, was about being fake and being real. So we're going to go in a little bit on the fake and the real quick. All right. So let's go. So in life, life is about people. Life is about experience. Life is about learning. Life is about teaching. So if you come into life and you think you know everything already, you're sadly mistaken. I'm sorry. And I'm saying that because I used to be that person. I used to when I was at a certain age where I figured out a few things where I was going at the time, like what kind of job I had, how much I was making, I had a car, apartment, and all that. I kind of cut myself off from continuing to develop because I developed those things. I didn't know those things, but when I got to that place, I felt like I was finished product, which I wasn't. So, it took me a couple of years to go through some things, losing a job, losing an apartment, losing a house, losing people, having family problems with siblings, parents, things like that. And, when you in that state, you tend not to listen because you think you know everything, and that was me. I'm not really speaking on me, but I'm really trying to get y'all to understand, what I'm saying, that when you in life, don't ever think that you've arrived, that you all the way there. In the time that you at, you could be all the way there. That's cool. And there's nothing wrong with, staying confident, keeping yourself up, keeping your energy up, keeping your, your hopes high. But, when reality sets in, it kicks you down. Like it'll stomp you out, So, just being able to be open to certain things and certain people, and you do have to keep your eye open because I'm not a competitive person, so I don't compare myself to people. It don't matter how good they look, it don't matter how much money they're making, it don't matter what they're doing. I tend to focus on myself because nobody is me and nobody is you. So when you realize that, you at another level because everybody is not supposed to have the same things. Like we're not supposed to be able to attain the same things. We're not here for the same reasons. You see, we all here together as a collective, but we're not here to be like somebody else. And that's my main thing. I have a high level of authenticity, and that's what's going to get me all the way where I'm going because I already know it. I'm not following nobody. I'm a leader by example. I don't have a problem stepping out of the box and doing things on my own. I don't have a problem with, taking the lead or, asking certain questions. And, when I'm around people, I notice that's what people hold back on. So I can look at their face and tell they want to say something, but they don't say it. And, I usually say what I want to say, but I'm in balance with it though. I usually balance myself out. You know what I'm saying? And when you ask questions, so I ask questions. I only ask questions because I know I don't know everything. When you ask questions, you actually asking a question to learn something. A question is to get an answer, which tells someone or tells myself that I don't know everything. You see how that works? And when I was in school, people thought asking questions was like, "Oh, you dumb," or why you asking questions? Like, because I don't know I don't know what we talking about. I don't know what they trying to get me to understand. I need to ask the questions that I need to ask. You know what I'm saying? In order to know what's going on. And I was one of those people. I just wanted to know what was going on. I wanted to know what they were talking about. I was unaware, but I did realize that because I asked questions. So don't feel stupid or don't feel dumb around people who think they know everything, but they really don't know nothing. Most of the time when you're around a lot of people, you can't focus like that, especially if everybody's doing this, blah, 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 blah. They talk too much. They don't even know how to be quiet. And they not being quiet doesn't allow them to ask questions. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be able to listen and hear what somebody is saying. And if you don't understand it, you ask questions. If you do understand it, then that means that you're familiar with what they're saying. And you may still have a question, but you don't have to ask a question of depth and try to comprehend and get them to explain to you what you asking them. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with asking questions. That's learning. That's you trying to learn something, and that's you telling yourself that you don't know everything, bro. Like, it's always been like that. And I always get around people that having issues and having problems, and they'll come to me and they'll ask me, because I know things. I know certain things now. I'm not young. You know, I look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I look young and whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people will come up to me and ask me certain things, and I'll know the answers to them. You know, and I'll have some good advice, or I'll have, you know, positive influence. You know, people don't usually come up to people who they don't think have, you know, have it. What I call it's called it. You know, sometimes people got the it. A lot of people could have. Everybody can have it, but it just depends on, you know, what you here for and why you need it. You know what I'm saying? So people come up to me and ask me certain things, and you know, sometimes they'll think that you know it, or sometimes they'll just want to need somebody else's advice. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel dumb, and I don't look at this person as a dummy. I look at this person as me when I didn't know. So that's kind of how that goes. You know, we're going to jump on the experience. So people that are seasoned, some people actually just have it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just like a seasoned steak, like a good old New York style ribeye or something. You know what I'm saying? Got the potatoes on the side with the cheese, the sour cream, it's just cilantro, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You got your beans on there with some meat and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got your joint going. So experiencing. When you experiencing these things that's coming towards you, or you going towards it, because sometimes we jump into things that we don't know what we doing. So, but when things are coming towards you, it's the same. It's no different. You could take a certain direction this way, but something that you thought that you wanted to do from this way could come while you going that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be built for it. You got to be built. You know what I'm saying? They always say that the weakest person in the room is the loudest person. And I had to understand that. I used to be that rah-rah dude. I used to run the streets. People who know me, if y'all see me, shout out to y'all. So people knew, and they knew, you know, of people that I know of. And what I have noticed is that the loudest person anywhere, it don't have to be in a room, but usually in a room, they trying to get attention. But the only reason that people actually start doing that is because there's somebody else in the room that is actually getting the attention. So they have to use this to talk. But that person that's in the room that's getting all the attention that the big mouth person is noticing, trying to take the attention off of them, it don't work. Because, you know, they got it. You know what I'm saying? So the loudest person don't always have it. The loudest person actually is emotionally intelligent, and they understand certain things. And when you be quiet, when you're not talking, you come off as mysterious. You come off as, you know, unknown. You come off as, dang, who is this person? Because you're not going around trying to tell everybody who you are. The loud person is trying to get everybody to come to them because they need attention. They're attention seeking, and they need people's validation. The emotionally intelligent person is not worried about that. Like, that's the last thing he's worried about. He don't mind, or she don't mind talking to people or going in, to congregate or whatnot, but they really not after that. They usually are focused. They usually know what they're doing before they do it, and they're not going to be loud talking. They're very firm. They're very focused and on point. So they don't need to seek attention. You know what I'm saying? Attention is already there. Magnetism. You know what I'm saying? Magnetism. If you realize that you be quiet at your job for a week straight, you'll realize how many people, it don't matter how you look, it don't matter what you got on, it don't matter how much money you make, none of that stuff matters. That's yeah, none of that matters. If you go to your job and you be quiet for a whole week, and what I mean by be quiet is speak minimal as possible. So, you're gonna be doing short replies and whatnot. You're gonna be doing certain things that's out of the ordinary, but it's nothing wrong with it. It could be you, but if it's not you, you're not gonna understand or see what I'm talking about. So when you go to work and you ain't the loudest person at the job, which means you're not trying to get all the attention, you are getting the attention that you supposed to get, when you being quiet. But over time, if you be quiet long enough, you'll notice that people will start to come up to you. It's funny, ain't it? If you got the balls to try, then you could try it. You know what I'm saying? But some people can't go without other people's validation. And this is about experience. I've experienced these things. I used to be a hot guy in high school. I used to date the hottest girls. I dated a few, I ain't dated too much, but I dated like one of the most prettiest girls in high school. And guys and people used to be like, dang, like, how did he get her? How did he get her? Nah, y'all know how I got her. Y'all the dudes that was all out there. Y'all the dudes that was all fancy and all dressed up and all hot, all trying to be out there with your J's on, with your fresh J's every week. And I was a dude that was wearing faded glory. I was I was wearing Saucony's. I was wearing, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't wearing no name brand or nothing. But I had it. You know what I'm saying? And when I dated this girl, even my mind was blown because back then I was young. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it, but you know how you know something but you don't? That's kind of how I was. I knew I was a decent looking guy, you know what I'm saying? Give myself like a tough 8, potential 10. But, a tough 8 on a regular day. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not all that, but I never think low of myself. You know what I'm saying? I never treat myself low. I never act like I'm low beneath anybody, but I don't treat people like they're beneath me. I treat people like people. So anybody who know me, shouts out to y'all because y'all know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. Y'all know that just because I had the girls, I didn't change. I used to hang out with the football players, the basketball players. They got the status. They got the, celebrity type joint for the high school vibe or whatnot. But, and I wanted to be like that. But, man, I had something different going on. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't bother me, but I knew that I was it because the basketball players and the football players, they all kind of rock with me. And, it didn't have to be all the way official or whatnot, but it was enough like to let me know. And by them rocking with me, they kind of gave me some splash too because, in school, they wearing the jackets and whatnot, but you ain't got one, but you still able to chill and talk with them. They pick you up when they playing ball and stuff. Like, you was somebody, man. You just had to believe in yourself. That's really what it was. It wasn't because I looked it good. It was because I call it it. You have it. I had it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just one of those people. And there's a lot of people around that's like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's about the mindset. I think it was about how I thought of myself. Like, they thought of themselves highly because other people, the school, the girls, the other guys that, looked up to them and whatnot. And I did look up to them in a sense because they played for school. But at the same time, I didn't look down on myself no more than the position that they was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw them, okay, they basketball, they like celebrities in high school. But I felt like a celebrity, a star, just without none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like that already. So experiencing those things, it taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It taught me that everybody is different. Everybody is who they are. And nobody is the same. And you shouldn't be trying to be like nobody else, even though I can't tell you what to do, because you know that y'all can't tell me what to do. Like, I just said all that, and nobody could change my mind about that. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to change. But I'm not trying to change y'all mind. I'm trying to get y'all to see the value in yourself. If you value yourself, not above everybody, but just value yourself in general. Try not to look at it as a comparing thing. Don't ever compare yourself to people, no matter what status they at, because you'll never find the right place. You'll always feel like you chasing, a position that you really not ready for, or that you really not working towards. And sometimes people that you comparing yourself to, they actually went and did the work. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to not compare yourself to people. don't be in competition. Don't try to compete with people, because we are not here for the same things. We're not gonna reap all the same givings and blessings. Like, we not it's not gonna be like that. It's just not. There's people that I know that have way more than me. I don't really have much, bro, like, to be honest. But why do you think they want to be around me? Why do you think they don't mind kicking it with me? You know what I'm saying? I know people. I know a few. I got a handful of people right now that I could call, and they got some things going on, and but they don't look down on me. I have respect for them, and they teach me things. You know what I'm saying? Even though we might be close in age, like, we might be even close in age. They might be like 2 years older than me, or they might be. It's a guy too that I know that's younger than me, but they respect me because they know I respect them. You know what I'm saying? They can see me though. They can see me. Like, I'm not unseen. You know what I'm saying? And you can be seen too, but it just depends on how you carry yourself and what are you willing to sacrifice or work on in yourself to become better. You know what I'm saying? There's room out here for all the experience in the world, but you have to be tough. You have to be built for it, and you have to get your mind right. That's the main thing I want to talk about too. Getting your mind right. Get your mind right. This is a part of Emo Intel. Let's go. So, I love that slogan too. But when your mind is right, when you get your mind right, think about it. Your feet to your head. When you get your mind right, that's the highest of your body. That's how I look at it. Like, what I'm saying? It's kind of silly, but I'm about to give a little game for you. So, when you think about your body, the only thing that could go over your head is your hands too. If you put your hands up like this, you could go over your head. You feel me? But when you get your mind right, that's up here, bro. You could be anywhere else, but if you get your mind right, everything down below is gonna be on point. Think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? And it took me from where I was at. I was in a good place in my life, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was in a good place. I was making, like, when I was 20, 25, 26, I was making like $23 an hour. I was driving a forklift. I thought I was it. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I wasn't learning nothing, right? Let me tell you, I wasn't learning shit. And I wasn't learning nothing. And as I was getting older, I was starting to realize, like, dang, if I was losing opportunities. I was messing up jobs. I was, being late and whatnot. But as I got older, these jobs now, like, they starting to pay less. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not paying you more. They're paying less. So it seemed like when I was young, I was getting paid more. But when I'm older, even with the experience, but I have to do the right things too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm lacking on a certificate. I'm lacking on a few things that I could have that I messed up on. So make sure you guys are getting your life together early. If you work on yourself early, you won't have to worry about it later. I'm in a safe place because, of certain things I'm not gonna mention, but not that I'm doing nothing crazy. I'm not doing nothing illegal, nothing like that. I'm talking about just like having no family, having no kids, trying to attain a wife, things like that. But I'm really in a zone where I'm working on myself so much. But anyway, so the pay goes down when you don't set yourself up early. And I ain't too late. I'm comeback kid. I'm finna fight out that mother. Left jab, right. I'm finna be going in, you feel me? Like, I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't ashamed of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even though my family's like, look at me and be like, what are you doing with yourself? What are you doing? And I just be like, yeah, all right, yeah, it's good. It's still love, bro. I still love y'all. You know what I'm saying? No pressure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about me. Like, I might need some help. Okay, just help me. Just be my brother, be my sister. Don't cast judgment. Don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm catching on late and you had it when you was younger. You had help. You know what I'm saying? You had people with you or whatnot. It was difficult coming up. But this is from all of this is from experience. So this is good because if you didn't experience these things, you wouldn't know what to do when you get in a clutch, clutch position, when you get in a tight spot. Right now, I jump out of tight spots pretty well. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't know how if I didn't go through if I had to experience this stuff, bro. I had to. And each one of us have to. Some of us are going to stay around people and leech off of people to experience that. But you also are missing being alone and experiencing things that are coming towards you that you need to be able to learn and understand how to handle. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not gonna know. Sometimes somebody's gonna come in and save the day. So that's understandable too. But I ain't taking nothing away from nobody. But like nowadays, the jobs are paying less. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not able to get these better jobs because people are not leaving them. People are staying there because they comfortable where they at. You know what I'm saying? They not finna. But so I end up taking lesser jobs, or I end up doing more work. You know what I'm saying? You work more. You working 2 jobs, or you working a 10 or 12, and then you pulling a 4 or a 6, or you pulling a 10 and an 8. I think a 10 and an 8 is safe, but you do want to balance the time out and whatnot, so you could rest, so you could, you know what I'm saying, be replenished the next day to be able to perform. And jobs are flexible, but it just depends on what you're doing. It depends, like, you know what I'm saying. But don't be in a rush. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses neither. The keeping up with the Joneses will get you set up for failure. We all gonna fail, you know what I'm saying? We all gonna fail, bro. But that's how success happens. That's how it starts. That's how it begins. Some people can just jump out of there and have success off the bat, but for majority, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a tough game. It's a tough game to experience. It's a tough game to walk into and think that you're just gonna go straight to the top. So like I said, some people will do that. Some people can, and some people are doing that. But little do they say they are getting help behind the scenes. So there are certain nations or certain people who I want to talk about that are already in position, or they people are already in position. They look like they're doing good, but my thing is with them is that they're gonna miss the beginning game, like what I went through. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna go through the things that I went through because they got a spoon on them already. So some people, like, let's say some people's family, let's just be honest, some people's family got the money. When you could rely on your father, or you could rely on your dad and your mama, you know what I'm saying? And you just constantly taking, you constantly getting. You're not learning what you need to learn to get those things. So they're going to help you. And, they're going to help you get to where you're going because they love you. But if they didn't help you with those things, what were you going to do to get what you're trying to have? You get it? That's the experience. So people that are having handouts and that are always getting stuff from people, they're not going to really know what to do when a tough time comes, because people been giving it to them all their life. They've been getting it. So when things change and when people go away, or when people's not here, hopefully they get left with a grand amount, because all those things that they got and they didn't do no work for it, they missed the work on this side. You see, they missed the experiencing part. That's what they missed. And you don't want to miss the experience. You want to experience as much as you can as you age. You know what I'm saying? You want to learn. You want to experience. And that's how you live. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody is perfect. And you want to understand people. That's another thing. Understanding people. Or should I say overstanding or interstanding? I heard some guys on here say, on YouTube, say something about interstanding, overstanding. And I kind of get where they're going, but you don't hear that often. So I had to kind of, dive a little deeper on that. Comprehending other people and being able to, put your feet in other people's shoes, not technically, but mentally, to see where they're coming from or to see what they've been through. It's a good thing, because that kind of shows your selflessness. You know what I'm saying? It shows that you're not just stuck on you. When you're always stuck on you, you don't have anything to offer, or you don't have anything to give, or you don't have, you can't take anything from someone else that's constructive. It's hard for you to grow like that, but it's also not. It's hard for you to grow because, remember, life is about people. So we here with other people. We have to pay attention. We have to listen. Not listen to what they telling you. Yeah, do this, boy. No, I'm talking about listen by shutting your mouth up. If you keep talking like you know everything, people that are trying to teach you something, even though they might not even know that they're teaching you something. You see? They may just be saying some things that they did, and you can be listening. Not that you're going to steal it. They are telling you this for a reason. They're giving you inspiration. They're giving you hope. they're letting you know that, yo, I did it. That's what they saying. No matter what they say, yo, I did this. Basically, they talking to you. They telling you what they did. And it's like, yo, you can do it too. That's what they're saying. Yo, if I blah, 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 blah. They teaching right now. This is that people experience teaching, learning. When somebody's telling you information that they have, bro, if you're not listening and you trying to talk with them and you don't know what you talking about, but you trying to make it seem like that, that's idiocracy, bro. Like, that's just, and I'm saying that because that was me. You know what I'm saying? And I knew, like I told you, I think highly of myself, but I had to learn how to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm that person, bro. Just believe me. Look at my boy. Nah, I'm that person. I'm that guy. I'm him. But when it's time for me to listen and it's time for me to shut my mouth, bro, man, best believe I know when to do it. It's still a level of respect, though. There's no, they don't hold their chin over me on nothing. I give them respect, eye contact. They know, okay, this guy, he got it. He got it. He just probably ain't found it yet. But that's like when people are telling you something, man, or if you ask anybody for advice, just be quiet for a minute and listen, and you might catch the gem. You know what I'm saying? You might catch the jewel. But you'll drop the diamond, you'll drop the bag just because you feel inferior to somebody else. And always remember, you're not like nobody else. There's only one you. Don't look at yourself as you have to be first between everybody. You don't have to be first, but you don't have to be last. That's one of my shorts. If y'all go back and look at my shorts, you'll be able to see that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could fall wherever you at the moment, but to get to the top takes a lot of work. So if you that emotionally weak, you're not gonna be getting to the top fast, and they just gonna still be there. They still in their position, like, yo, like, just do acting up, get away, get out of here, get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you overstep the line, or once you step across the line, they gonna get rid of you. They're not gonna be wanting to deal with you. So be mindful of that. Be mindful that people, okay, we on teaching now. We just jumped into teaching a little bit. So, like right now, I'm not teaching y'all nothing if y'all already know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, it's up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's up to y'all. Like, it's just, life ain't nobody said it was gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? But if you had it easy when you was coming up, you got a lot to learn and a lot to do going forward. If you already went through the punches and the blows of the Iron Mike, then you on your way, if you think about it, because you already built up the etiquette. You equipped it. You built up the etiquette, you equipped it, and now you ready to just run. You ready to hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? So it helps. Experience is important, but the teaching part. So I teach a little bit here and there, but I'm always in silence. I'm usually in silence a lot because I still need to learn certain things. Now, I don't talk much anyway because it's draining to talk, bro. It's draining to do small talk. I told y'all about small talk. I don't talk about things that don't serve me no more. I don't talk, I don't be rude to people, but I just don't feed what they talking about. So if they talking about the football game, if they talking about, the club last night and blowing gas or whatnot, I don't do that stuff no more. I have a casual drink here and there, whatnot, but I really don't care about those things because I'm in a different part of my life right now. Usually those are younger guys, but I'm starting to notice guys at my age, they doing that stuff and they still doing it, but I don't hate them. No, I still talk with them. I still, I laugh it off. I blow it off like, yeah, bro, all right, bro. I hope you had a good time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were like, damn, bro, I ain't see you at the spot. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm hitting it, bro. I'm trying to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of work to do. And, sometimes people ain't going to understand that. So they're going to fall off anyway. They're going to, it's like peeling the onion back. The inner part of the onion is where it stink at. And that's where I'm at. I'm trying to stink. The outer layers, I'm going to let them peel until it get to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting treacherous out here. It's getting hard out here. And, I don't have time for, I don't have time to move slower than what I'm already moving. You know what I'm saying? Slow motion. It's just slow motion is better than no motion. And I'm trying to keep that motion where I ain't moving too slow. You know what I'm saying? For myself, not for nobody else. I'm not competing. I'm not trying to race. I'm not on no run for racing the next person or looking at the person who got a BM and none of that. I don't care about none of that stuff. None of that stuff bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that that person probably had to work for it. And if they didn't, hey, that's them. Like, why would I be mad at that person? Or why would I be hating this person just because they got something that I don't have that I want? That's foolish. You know what I'm saying? So you won't learn nothing like that if you in that mindset. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all about. This mindset is so important because you gonna hold yourself back if you don't get it right. You know what I'm saying? And the teaching part at people in high positions, and I'm gonna tell you something else. There's some people out there that's in high positions or people that are doing extremely well, right? They'll see the next potential coming up and they got the question mark up at you. They like, this dude trying to get up. Some people didn't work or deserve or earn fairly what they got. Them people you're gonna notice are gonna be looking at you like, oh, this guy, okay. And you might be trying to come up and talk to him just like, hey man, how you did this, how you did that? And you'll be able to notice. They'll be like, nah, I ain't talking to you, bro. Hell no, don't talk to him. Like, don't tell him nothing, basically. So you're gonna have that too. But depending on who you are, that can't be stopped. You know what I'm saying? So people are going to do that too. People that are up there, they're not going to want to pull nobody up. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But that lets you know where is it, what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing because that's an experience. They're letting you know where it's at with them. That's not the person that you need to be rocking with if you're trying to grow, if you're trying to do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like let's say that you a musical person and you trying to get into maybe, or you a dude that, charge a decent amount of dollars for you to get in there and whatnot. And you spitting hot fire, die line. You spitting fire right in the studio. And they may be like, dang. I would think, oh snap. Like I'm the recorder, I'm producing this. I'm doing the work and he's in there tearing it up. Maybe we could form an alliance or something. Maybe we can work something out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get it all just because I'm producing and I got the equipment and this guy's trying to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like he's paying, he just come and do his stuff and then he go. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to always get it right. I might lay my guard down just because I got the equipment. I might be like, hey, look, bro. Man, you got some heat, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to jack your stilo or whatnot. But bro, man, whenever you need to come and work, bro, man, you could, if I got time, if I ain't, booked, man, you could come and work, bro. Like somebody who you can tell that's really going after it, man, I'll cut them some slack, bro. That's just how it is. Everybody is who they are, bro. You have to understand this. Like, the people who are just coming for clout, the people who are just coming for, for likes, for clicks, for this, for that, they cool. There's nothing wrong with them. But you could tell if you know something. If you know something, you can tell those people. So when somebody come in there with something real, something authentic, something that's fire, and you know it, don't be a hater, bro. Don't hate. And you don't have to give them nothing for free. You could just keep charging them and keep acting like you don't know. But you know what's going on. You ain't stupid. Nobody is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really that dumb, bro. People act dumb, but they really not dumb, bro. You know what I'm saying? A dumb person can't act smart, but a smart person can act dumb. So you smart guys out there, stop playing dumb, man, and help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Help somebody who you see got the potential that you have. Or if you didn't earn it, then you're not going to do it because you ain't got it. You see? That's how that works. Some people got things that they not supposed to have, or that they didn't deserve, or they didn't earn it. They got it given. That's what I'm saying. When you see somebody else with potential, man, recognize it if they coming to you, or, give them some recognition, man, because sometimes, like, us guys, we don't be getting recognition from nowhere, but we still hungry. We still like savages out here, son. You know what I'm saying? We still out here going at it, and we don't even need nobody's support, but it will help you mentally, and it'll help you feel good. I don't really care about feeling good. I'm not big on pleasure no more. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of pleasurable things, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, if you see somebody who got it, bro, like, ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if they getting more than you. You'll never know what that person might do, man. That person might get 10 million. And then guess what? Just because you work with them, think about this. Just because you work with them, you about to eat too. They might drop 500 on you. They might drop a million on you. Shit, if I said 10 million, say I rock with one of my guys and we working together, but he got everything and I get the $10 million bag. Man, you think I ain't gonna see my guy after I get this 10 M's, bro? Like, come on, man. Be real, man. That's, you know what I'm saying? Being real and being fake. You gotta know, man. Like, this is my first video, bro, and I'm going in, bro. I'm dropping gems early, and I still got more gems. I'm just gonna be flipping my shorts into videos. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, just, you know, be appreciative of life. You know, learn people. You know, there's gonna be some people you're gonna teach some things if you know something, but just learn people, learn experience, and, you know, try not to be too hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Try not to compare yourself to people. Try not to try to be first so fast, because there's people above me right now, and I know it. I'm not tripping about it. My thing is realizing where you at. You know what I'm saying? When you realize where you at, and you gotta go up here in your mind, and then you have to apply your mind to where reality is showing you, where reality is taking you. Once you realize that, you'll know where you at. Then that way you won't feel like you competing for somebody's spot or competing to be where somebody else might be at. You don't want to do that. You want to do your own thing, and you want to do it on your own time. You don't want to be in a rush. Like I said, slow motion is better than no motion. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take it easy on yourself. You know, pace yourself. Patience is a virtue. Patience is important. You know, like I said, silence is important. Listening is important. This video was long, bro. This video is kind of long, y'all, so I'm going to cut it right here. But, you know what I'm saying, just to give y'all a touch up on the first video, going over 35 minutes long. And I ain't just jibber jabbering. All that came, boom, just like that. So, this is Emo Intel. This is always real. Stay tuned. Let's go.